Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And if you are new here, welcome. And if not, welcome back. All that good fun stuff. I love you guys. You have no idea. Anyway, today I wanted to talk about what I made. Now, I have the regular B5 and I've got, which is from Happy Hollow Farms, that I absolutely love. And then I have it's basically a field notes, but it's a pocket size cover that I absolutely love. You know me, how I love their leather. And then before I even found out about Happy Hollow Farms, I went on Amazon to get a traveler's standard notebook. And it was tall, skinny, and it didn't work for me. The tall, skinny one, I don't know why. I tried it and it never worked for me. So instead of letting that just kind of ruin and just go to waste, I needed a passport size, which is this for my real tiny ones. Now the passports will fit inside of here, but this I like to use for my wallet and my basically my wallet and my field notes. Although I'll talk about that field notes in here too later on. But this, I'm deciding I'm going to keep more of my good stationery, my stickers, my wallet, basically stuff like that. So I made me a passport size out of the old TN leather. So it wasn't TN, it was Amazon, but you know what I mean. So, and it had, as I cut it down, it had all these weird holes that were already into it. And I put little charms in those old holes. And this, I put a brad in that one. And yeah, see, it was called Sovereign from the old Amazon store. It was called Sovereign, something or other. But anyway, and then when I cut it down, I made it way too skinny. I don't know what my measurements, what I was thinking. So I had to add some of the cut leather to it. And so I just used my sewing machine. And leather does not slide very well under a sewing machine. So it's got all kinds of crazy uneven stitches. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it because it gives it more of a rustic look, and that's fine. So it ended up being a happy accident. It really did. I'm really happy with it. And then as it got chunkier and chunkier, I thought, well, it's still not getting to the edge. Things are still coming off the chunkier I'm getting it. So I added another one. And then as you can see, my stitches are a little bit more consistent here. And then I decided, hey, I want a pocket in there. See, here's some more holes I can add charms to later that it was already in this from how it was designed first. Because see, it used to open this way. So anyway, so I added a pocket, and I'll show you more about that later. Anywho, so I made it wider. So it's kind of a weird, it's not really true passport, like the TN passport size. It's a little bit wider. And I think it's still the same height, but it's wider. So, and that accommodates as I add more to it. So right now it's not real chunky, but this is what I like, what I have in here. Now, if I want to add more stuff to it, like this I take to church with me because it's a prayer journal. And so when they do announcements of people who need prayers and stuff like that, I add those. I'm starting to add those to the list. Okay. So I like to keep that in here. So what I do is, okay, this right here, okay, this came with the original TN. Okay, you notice all that. This right here is a hair tie that I used, and I just tied it in here so when I take it off, it doesn't go flying off. Now, the Traveler's Notebook, they have theirs in the middle there. I never like that because when I write, I don't want that bump to write on. Okay, so I kept it here on the side, and that works best for me. Okay, so let me show you. So I have a little hair tie thing because I don't have any more TN elastics. So I just slide this on when I want to go to church and take it with me there. I slide this on, and as you can see, it accommodates for all of that. See, and this still fits around it just fine. Okay, so it gives it more of that square shape that I like. Okay, but I don't like always keeping this because this is kind of rough, and it's beautiful, but it's kind of too bulky for me, because when I write in my journal, which is the first one, you know, I'm up too high. So anyway, so I only take this when I go to church, but I wanted this little cover to accommodate that as well. See, there's the brad. That's what I was adding to it, and the pin, and that's the inside of the stitching. This looks more solid because there is, words are hard, y'all, masking tape that I put there to hold the leather in place, because I couldn't clamp it, you know, with little clamps because of the way I was sewing it. That's why I had to do a zigzag stitch. So whereas the pocket, I could just do a regular straight stitch, and my needle slipped, so that's what that little happenstance was. That's okay. I like it rustic like that. So that will probably, that masking tape will forever live in there, and I'm fine with that too. Okay, so field notes are here, and I love I had no problem with the wood and everything, but I like to be extra, and I had this lace, and this lace came from Australia from a friend years ago who lived in Australia, and I wanted to save that piece. I absolutely loved it. So, and I put it on with glue sticks, so when I use this field notes up, I can take it off easily and put it back on, because it's not, you know, it's only a glue stick, so it does just fine. But it stays on, it stays put as I need it. And then I lined it on the back with some more lace that I can easily peel away. And this is the Amazon version of field notes, field book. So I had lace there, and then this. Okay, this is, as you can see, it has holes right here. It goes in a spiral. It's one of those zip closures that would actually go in a spiral like this. But so it only has one zipper. Okay, but I don't have access to it because I'd have to go under and all that other stuff. So instead of just leaving it blank, I could put a photo there or put lace. I just put lace there temporarily. And then this is my, this has all of my medical information in it. So I just have that clipped right here on a little clip that I made. So I have that clipped close, but I have, well, you can see that eye drops I'm having to use, but I just add stuff there as I need it. And it has my, you know, if you find this and we're in an accident or whatever, this has all of my, what I'm allergic to and all that other fun stuff. So that's what this one is. So this one's this one is a journal. Okay, just a regular journal. I'll flip through that real quick. And it's also kind of an art journal, because I like to do both in mine. So, and I was also testing my watercolor pencils on here, and it did really, really good. And then this is my Colors of the World swatch. So these are just different from Crayola, those, what do you call them? Waterproof or water, oh, the markers here. Goodness, I cannot think today to save my life. So it's these, and I love these because they you know, they're washable. There we go. Washable markers. And they don't bleed through too much, except for like the deepest almond went through just a little bit. But I love them because I love neutrals. I love soft pinks and neutrals. My house is like that. I just love it. Color, too much color, my brain just goes scatterbrained for some weird reason. I don't know. So anyway, so that is that. And then I'm a big, huge OKC Thunder fan. So I've just been kind of keeping track of them as they're in the playoffs. These are stickers I made. This is more me practicing drawing with my botanicals, little pretty little envelopes and stationery. And this isn't washi tape. This is just because I don't really own any washi tape, so I use masking tape for everything. And let's see, more stickers I made, and I didn't make this, but someone printed this out for me, so I just put this in with glue stick and just more stickers that I made here. And oh, and this is the Le Pin test. So Le Pins are, I'm sure y'all have heard of them, but it's the Le Pin, it's the Marvy Le Pin Flex, and they're made in Japan, but they're really good because they have the, whoops, I am knocking y'all all over. So they have all these real pretty pastels and stuff that I really like for spring. So I was doing a test to see if those would bleed through, and they're completely fine on that. And then the King Art Gel, which I love, but they're a little sparkly, but I do like them. So, but I like them because they write in this real pretty neutral color. So anyway, I was just testing out pens there, and more of my journaling, and then more of my testing those Crayola markers and some watercoloring and stuff like that. So anyway, and then quotes. I will use this probably as a commonplace too, to write down my favorite quotes that I find in a commonplace area. So I will probably use this as a commonplace. Well, a journal / commonplace, I guess. So EDC, everyday carry, I guess that's a better word for it. And then this one here is where this is my, when I go to church services, this is my notes that I take from the preacher. And I like to write real tiny, so this works for me. And and then I was just kind of practicing some penmanship here. I like to practice my penmanship. And so, yeah, so it's not really decorated because this is what I just use for when I go to services, church services. So that is this. So we've got my journal, or EDC, my, well, this whole thing is really my EDC, and my church journal thing, my medical information, or just private stuff that I don't want to necessarily show on camera. And I put lace on that too. And then this is the back of that thing, that plastic sleeve. And this, I just keep the zipper here so I can open it and close it. This has got my card. It's got some extra stickers that I made. My driver's license is in there. My, oh, what do you call it? Voting registration, voter's registration is in there. And yeah, so that is it. These are my two journals that I use, and you've seen me talk about this one before. And I will do this is upside down. I will do more of a review on this soon of you've seen this, of my my little journaling and stuff like that. So anyway, okay, that's it. Bye. Have a good day.